Hello, anybody. Coming here to watch the third episode of Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy. We had a bit of a problem with this episode, actually, which is why you're seeing me here. Whenever you see just like the person talking with nothing going on, something screwed up, right? Well, something screwed up. The audio for the first half hour of the show, I was transmitting to the recording slash stream fine, but the players were not. So it's a half hour of me talking to nothing, is what it appears like. I look even crazier than I usually do. So there's really no way for me to fix that, So I'm going to just cut to when it is fixed. And I mean, not a ton happened in the first half hour. Basically, the character that's been seeing things, that would be Tinkerer, Lucius the Tinkerer. He he did have a vision at night, and he had a dream more or less, and the orb was in it, and it kept telling him that someone is coming, and he should give them the orb. And he wasn't able to get anything more out of that dream. He asked, but nothing happened. The characters woke up. The Inquisitor asked them for more details about the orb, like what is it? Does it seem to have any effect? What happened to Lansgull Jane? Like what did it do to him? Like basic details of what the orb is. They sent that information away. Then they went to their meeting. They met the guy at the tunnel. He commended them for blowing up a noble mansion because two of the servants survived. And like I said in the stream, I rolled 7 checks for the servants because there were 7 of them. And in order to survive, they had to get 10 or better, and 2 of them did, which honestly I didn't think they'd roll as well as they did. So 2 of them survived, which meant that people know that they blew that mansion up, basically. But the nobles keep to noble stuff. They don't really trust the cops in Decilium or whatever the militia is. So they went to like a neighbor that was friendly with Lansgull Jane. That person basically took them in, and then Lansgull Jane's neighbor, who's a noble, based off of the testimony of those 2 surviving servants, sent 2 bounty hunters after the group. So, yeah, at the tunnel, the guy who's escorting was like, "Yeah, I didn't know you guys were that hardcore. We obviously picked the right guys to deal with. You're blowing up nobles," which, of course he's into that. So he leads them through, and at a fork in the road, suddenly from the left fork, the guy escorting them gets shot, and 2 bounty hunters appear, and we get into combat for the first time. It's a little messy because we're still learning the system a little bit. So that's where we're going to jump in. They're fighting the 2 guys. I'm not exactly sure what part of the fight we're jumping into. I just know that both bounty hunters are still up, and they're basically shooting back and forth. And this episode did have other issues in it. I was pretty sick at this point. So I have a lack of energy, and my brain isn't functioning well, so I apologize for that. Hopefully next time we should be much better off. I am not sick anymore. So, yeah. Hopefully episode 4 will be soon, and until then, enjoy the episode 3 with the first half hour cut out. We'll jump right to that.
My weapon is accurate. How many degrees of success did I hit him by?
Am I echoing again?
Yes.
No, you're fine.
I am?
Yeah, go on.
Alright. This is all Discord with this issue. I don't know. Nothing else has this issue.
I've never had that issue.
So, um, So what qualifies as a degree of success on a hit? Also, I forgot the +10 from the accurate to my roll. So really, I got a 24.
Open with Chrome. Let me see.
I'm so confused.
All right.
I just want to know like what do I have to do to fail another roll?
Degree.
Glossary.
What are we doing?
Degrees of success and failure. During a Dark Heresy game, knowing whether it has succeeded
now I'm
or
not getting
failed
them
is
at all.
often sufficient.
Jesus Christ.
There are times, however, when it
Why
is
is
helpful
Discord
to know
such a
just how
pain?
well a character has succeeded at a given task, or just how badly he has failed. This is of
Oh, I
particular
probably-
importance with social skills, such
sorry
as
anybody
charm
watching. I
and
don't know
inquiry. In combat situations, such as when firing an automatic weapon, which can score additional hits depending on the roll.
I think I got it.
Okay. All right. So, what's the percentile roll? Okay. So there should have been another +10 on that roll hit. So it should
Okay.
be a 20. So it should be a 24.
Okay, so you actually had like 3 or 4 degrees of success then, huh?
Okay, so since I got at least 2 degrees of success, it inflicts the attack inflicts an additional 1d10 damage for every 2 degrees of success.
You had 4 degrees of success.
So I get to add 2d10 to that damage roll.
Yeah.
So we're adding 7 more.
Okay,
This is a
so
really
in total you
roll,
did
but I'll
13.
What?
So total you would have done 13 minus his soak. Let's see, what did you rolled a 24. So that would have hit. That would have been a body hit.
Nice.
So okay, yeah. Your shot hits him right in the chest. He is still alive and well, but that was some nasty damage, honestly, to that guy. In D&D terms, he'd be bloodied.
That factored in the penetration, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that penetration.
Oh shit! What's the wrong?
That's
Man,
right.
he got penetrated.
Yeah, he looks bad off.
Okay, cool. All right, that's my turn.
Oh, son, I love this headset. It's great.
All right.
My turn.
All right, yeah, that brings us to Elroch. Elroch.
Ariok.
Arioch.
No one cares.
You know I always screw names up for the first
Yeah, I
few
know.
streams.
It's alright. You got Cormac right all the time, though.
Yeah.
This is recorded.
Alright.
That's also a much easier name to remember than Ariok.
That's true.
You've got
Shoot
you've got a severely wounded guy on the left side and a completely fresh
How
guy.
close are they together?
They are within 5 or 6 feet of each other.
How
They
close are
just came out of that tunnel. How close are they to you?
Yeah.
Let's say 12 feet.
Oh, they are about to get shit on.
Oh god.
Let me see what I got here.
Dude, whip out the flamethrower.
Oh, it's going to go down. It's a spray too, so they're
Yeah.
both gonna get.
Oh, I knew this was going to happen.
Yeah. Like,
12 feet. That's technically short range. Rate of fire. Standard. It's just fucking. It's a flamethrower. It doesn't have recoil. Modifier is 4. I think for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you hit him, and you get 1, 2, 3 degrees of success.
Do we hit both of them or just one?
It's just one flame shot, so I'm going to say that hit both of them.
Yeah,
I mean,
because they're so close. It's a spray. It's a cone. So,
if my rules break any of the official rules, my rules win.
Yep.
he also gains additional degrees of success equal to 10 digits of the target minus the 10 digits of the roll. Conversely, if the roll is higher than the characteristics, gain degree of
Right, you got 20 from that roll, plus you succeeded, so that's another one. That's 3.
Okay, so let's see.
This is my first time DMing
Still on fire, I guess.
a Warhammer
Fucking
game,
mad.
son.
Dear God.
I actually didn't know anything about this until recently.
I don't know if I get additional damage due to my successes. So
Well, we can always look that up later. But for now, I mean, these guys aren't going to take much. All right, so the guy on the left. Why did I close their stupid character sheet? All right, there we go. All right, yeah, the guy on the left, he just basically turns into a ball of fire and crumples to the ground. The guy on the right takes some damage, but he is still not too bad off, and he's the only one up now. So that brings me to the bounty hunters.
Okay.
So he did not like being flamethrowered.
where'd you go, Craig? Craig's gone.
Snake.
I am so stupid. I hit the mute button. You killed the one guy.
I killed Craig.
You killed the guy on the left. He turned into a ball of flame and fell to the ground. The guy on the right took some damage, but he's still up, and now it's his turn.
Okay.
Oh my god, I feel like
still
such a
have
scrub doing that. Okay, I'm a newbie streamer, right? I've been doing this for 3 years. Alright, so he actually is pretty pissed off at getting flamethrower there and his buddy getting killed, so he's going to aim his gun.
I
Yeah?
still have a half action.
Oh, you do?
I still do something, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't move. I just stood there and fucking flamethrowed him.
I didn't know that was only a half action. Go for it.
I am going to do this.
What is?
Nope, I failed. Never mind.
Abort mission. Abort.
Were you going to...
I was going to use my Voxcaster and command him to submit to the will of the Emperor. But that didn't work out, so my Voxcaster is broken apparently.
The person in my chat is right. There is a on fire chance. I know I had it here. Oh, don't forget, you guys also have fate points you can use.
Yeah.
I just
And-
want to use it.
And at the end of the session, I'm going to give you experience points equal to the 3 sessions we've done so far.
Okay.
All right, so for now, he did not catch fire, but we'll get into that another time. So he still aims at you for setting him on fire. So
He's on fire.
yeah. He's
Okay, just making sure.
yeah he's definitely
Actively
hurt.
burning.
But so he's gonna aim his hand cannon at you,
Okay.
and I am gonna give him we'll say I'll give him a 10 penalty to because he's kind of burning.
I
mean,
it's kind of burning.
Kind of burning. Actively.
You're kind of on fire right now.
He does do a half aim, but it just basically nullifies the negative 10 I gave him. And I'm gonna say standard range.
Flamingo. Yeah, do that one. shit, he fucking nails me.
Wow, yeah, he did, even with that penalty. So that's let's see here. That's like 5 degrees of success. So let's hit damage.
Yeah, but it's just a hand cannon. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm dead.
You can't be dead.
13, well, no.
You have to subtract. Do you not know how to subtract the thing?
Penetration of 5, where'd he hit me?
With a 14, that would be a 41, which would be a body shot.
Okay.
Oh,
So
God.
he hit me in the chainmail.
Right. Which means
is,
you have a
6.
6. So you subtract. Do you really not have that many hit points?
I have 13 hit points. None of
He
us
hit-
have that many hit points, man.
Yeah, he definitely hit you for about 12 then.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, he is a bounty hunter. And that was his half action to aim and half action to shoot, so that brings us down to Lucius.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It all
I'm
comes
gonna die
down
in
to
the
me
first
now.
real fight.
So all comes down to me now. Okay.
Well, I mean, if you don't, I'll probably take you out on my next show.
So, after witnessing my partner getting shot in the fucking chest by a fucking hand cannon, that's some crazy shit. I'm gonna just bring up my hand cannon. Actually, I take it back. I'm gonna step forward to get just a little bit closer,
Okay.
and I'm gonna bring up my hand cannon and fire.
All right.
So I'm gonna roll for hit. So that's gonna be a half aim or full aim.
That's half aim because you moved.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, true. That's a half aim. So since I stepped forward, would
It's a
that
nasty
be
amount of damage,
point
son.
blank or short range?
All right.
Would that be point blank or short range?
If you moved up right next to him,
All right, just want to make sure.
yeah.
And rate of fire is going to be standard. So it's a standard rate of fire. No modifiers. Boom. There you go.
All right, that's 3 degrees of success, and you definitely hit.
Then let's roll for damage, right?
Yep.
Boom.
All right.
How does his hand cannon do more penetration than yours?
Doesn't matter. Blew his fucking whatever I shot off.
I don't know. It's just a
What did I
question.
hit? Did I hit him in the fucking face?
Did you?
Did I?
Let's see. That would be 85.
85.
You hit him in the right leg.
God damn it.
So that's 4. All right. Yeah, you hit him in the leg, and that he's not looking too good right now. He's like barely able to stand at this point. But that brings us back to Hikari.
Yep. Well,
Finish
now we
him
get to
off.
now we get to take a full aim.
So right now, if you missed his full aim, you're out of the family.
Son, I am loose with the rules a little bit because I'm fairly new to this, so I'm doing what I think is right. I'm not always following the book.
Oh shit.
Holy crap, that's so many degrees of successes, yeah.
That's I think that qualifies actually. That's a critical. Or maybe it has to be below 10. I'm not sure.
What type of... Is that impact damage?
It is impact damage, so it's 14 impact with 3 penetration.
Jesus Christ.
I am just curious to see if this is actually a crit. I'm going to look that up real fast, but suffice it to say, I think you guys might have solved my bounty hunter puzzle. 238.
Who's the medic here? 'Cause I'm not.
I have a Medicaid. Non-test cervical skull. I'm just looking to see what
The medic's the one that got shot.
If you want,
Here we go.
I can give you a metallic chest.
All right, I'm pretty sure that actually would be a critical hit, and
I think it's pretty safe to assume that dude is dead.
yeah. So your attack basically just blows a hole in his chest, and he looks at it. He looks at you, and he just falls over. And you guys are out of combat.
I'm just gonna do a little whistle and call my medical, my small medical team over. It doesn't say what the medikit actually does though in terms of healing.
I believe I have that written down, actually.
Medikits contain
Healing's on page 109. That's what I wrote down. Okay.
Well, I have no first aid ability, so yeah.
I mean, it says medikits
A character trained in Medicaid can use first aid to perform
yeah,
treating
Well,
minor
that's what
injuries.
you're
So it looks like you have to make a Medicaid test with a -10 penalty because you're heavily damaged.
I don't have to. It's a robot. It does it by itself.
Oh, okay. You remove the amount of damage from his patient equal to his intelligence bonus plus 1 addition point of damage per degree of success.
Okay, so my intelligence. So what? I just do an intelligence roll.
Do a Medicaid roll, I think. Yeah.
But it's a servo skull. It has to still be mine.
Well, mine is a utility.
Well, I assume he uses your skill, right?
Oh, I don't know. I guess so. Apparently.
Look at that.
Well, that is an amount of a success there.
So what's your intelligence bonus?
3.
So you restore 5 health, basically.
So that brings me up to 6. He's gonna keep doing it.
You can only do that once every 24 hours.
Since
Yeah.
when?
Since the
What are the
book,
rules for the monotest servo skull? They can only do it once.
a given individual can only be treated with first aid once every 24
Oh,
hours.
okay. Okay.
All right. I mean, if
Pass
somebody.
yourself up. Let's get out of here. Let's search their bodies.
All right. So you guys have 3 bodies on the ground. One is your escort, and the 2 bounty hunters.
I'll search the bodies of the bounty hunters for anything important or useful.
Okay. On the bounty hunters, you find he is carrying a hand cannon, a chain sword, combat armor, a bounty hunter license, 1 clip of man-stopper bullets, 3 doses of stim. He has a pair of manacles, a respirator, a stylish overcoat, and an oath cog.
Um,
I'm gonna take his chainsword.
I'll take
Okay.
the hand cannon and the ammo.
I wanted the man-stopper bullets.
All right, get the man. You can take those.
Those are so good.
And if you guys also search the babyface guy, he's only carrying concealed mesh armor and auto pistol.
I am going to take that armor.
That if I get the man-stopper bullets, it means that all of my shots have penetration 6.
That's what she said.
Ah!
Hey,
Hey!
I'll take the mesh. And I'll put those. I guess I'll replace my imperial robes with them. Or
Are you changing into him right now, or are you just going to throw him in a bag?
no, I'm gonna pack them for now.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I did, but I fucked things up. That's okay.
Okay, so you guys are now in this tunnel after having looting them.
Alright. So now what do we do? Our guy pretty much has a hole through his fucking face.
and you have a fork in the tunnel, and he was leading you towards the right fork when you guys got shot. When he got shot.
Well, we probably want to go that way, but we should probably be cautious now because our escort, who is the one the guy knew, is now dead.
Yeah.
I'm dragging him with me, and I'm dragging. Well, I'm hurt, but I'm gonna drag that dude with me and one of the bounty hunters.
Okay.
Proof, man. I don't want to get fucking shot by this other guy and just be dead immediately.
With me then.
Sorry I'm coughing so much. I'm just getting over a cold.
Chain weapon, basically.
All right, so you guys do go down this tunnel. Luckily, he led you through enough of this place that this tunnel is pretty much just a straight tunnel. And you get to the end of it, and there you see two guards in front of what looks like a massive door that covers the entire tunnel. And they are looking at you as you approach.
I guess I'll go to him and throw one of the bodies of the other bounty hunter that I'm carrying. I throw him in front of them and say, basically, we're here to see Zach.
Yeah. Tunnels aren't so safe, boys.
Zach? You mean Zax?
Yeah.
What happened to George? And he points to the guy that was escorting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Piece of trash number A over here clearly shot him in the fucking head, and we had to clean up his mess.
Oh man, George owed me $5, and he says, "Wait a minute," and he digs through his pockets and pulls out some money. And
You didn't find any money on him.
because you guys don't use money,
That's true. We use influence.
so he says you guys did have an appointment. Yeah, I guess that's fine. We can let you in. We'll throw these bodies in the trash or something. I don't know. Whatever.
They
I'll
probably
call-
had money too. They were paid.
He says, "I know these bounty hunters. They've been in the tunnels hunting people before. They're not welcome in our area."
All right, so
And he opens the door and lets you guys in.
All right, so you go inside. Shit.
All right, so you guys enter, and this.
It's a good thing I wore my red robes today, so nobody can see the blood pouring out of my chest.
A sucking chest wound is God's way of saying slow down.
Pain is a gift.
It's a good thing that you
Yeah.
restored that one hit point.
Yeah, TJ, you missed. Yeah, otherwise I'd be unconscious. I don't know, dead probably. You missed me burning one dude, setting another one on fire.
Yeah, I think I blew one guy's leg off or something.
All right, as you guys enter, you see that this place is pretty big, and it's full of what look like to be crates. There's decaying machinery. It looks like the stuff has been used fairly often. You can see like what look like doses of drugs in some of the crates. In one of them, you see this weird-looking alien type of hand. As you guys continue walking, you see just how big this place is. And finally, when you get to the center, you see a group of guys just hanging about, and looks like they're discussing work. And from your estimation, there's about 12 armed men around this one central figure guy.
That's probably the guy we want to talk to.
Probably, but why don't you do the talking?
Shouldn't I do the talking, being that I have charm, deceive, and command?
I mean, aren't you
True,
also
But
fucking
you also
eating
have a
out?
sucking chest wound.
Yeah, but I can still talk.
Okay.
All right, still. Oh, well, you know what? You know what? You have underworld ties. You do the talking.
I do indeed have underworld ties.
Even though that has not come in handy with us one time at all.
No, somehow it hasn't, but technically I have like 2 ranks in that skill.
Yes.
So-
I have
So
mine.
maybe So maybe if the dice could refrain from fucking me tonight, that would be appreciated.
Well, the dice knows what you like.
All right. So let's go talk to this dude.
Yeah, you talk. I'm gonna do a thing.
Okay, so he walks up. You guys walk up, I should say, to him, and he instantly looks at you and says, "Ah, you three, you must be the ones that Skinner told me about."
Yeah.
That's us. Unfortunately, Skinner did not. Was Skinner the one who met us?
No, it was one of his men.
Oh, okay.
It was the guy with the hair, basically, from the bar.
Oh, okay. Is Skinner in the group of people around him?
No.
No.
Okay. Well,
None of the three from the bar are here, yeah.
I thank him for welcoming us in, and I ask him to offer our condolences to Skinner's man who did not survive the journey.
He says, "Condolences, it's part of the job." And he says, "So, they were telling me you were interested in some special goods. What are you looking for? I am always eager to do business with new, trustworthy individuals, and given the news and everything, I think that I can probably trust you."
While he's talking, I want to survey the area around us. Like, what is this area where it looks like?
All right, it is. It's fairly dark. It's not too well lit. It does have a lot of crates. Like I said, there's old machinery. You do happen to notice, since you looked, that a lot of the crates seem to have a seal on them, and the seal is of the Port Gyre Authoricate, which Port Gyre, is one of the main void ports in Desilium from the map that you had before.
Okay.
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 Did you get my messages on Discord, Craig?
Oh, didn't pop up.
How many people are in this room with us?
Besides Hawthorne, there are about 12 armed men around him.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have like? Were we smart enough to take a picture of the artifact that we picked up already?
No.
No, we weren't that smart.
Okay.
But I still have my data pad, which I'm connected to the cameras and shit.
Yes. Pull out your data pad to show them that you are connected to the camera.
Basically, I want to explain. We've already come across one artifact, and I want to show it to him, and then ask if they may potentially have more in the same vein, or if it looks familiar to him.
He says, "This is. I trust these men, but this is not a discussion for out here. Why don't you guys come to my office?"
Okay.
While you
You
go
still have
into the
that data
office-
pad out, right?
While you go in the office, I'm gonna stay out of the office and just walk around.
All right. So, did you actually pull out the camera pad and show him?
I did.
Not yet. I
Okay.
probably started talking and he cut me off, I would imagine.
Okay. Yeah. He did. He kind of did. Yeah. So you guys head to his office. When you go inside, you see that it looks like an archive. It looks like he keeps handwritten records of most of the stuff that he's done for dealings. But you also see a combat servitor in the corner of the room, and it does look active, but when it sees him, it kind of lights up green, and it just kind of disarms itself a little bit.
Duly noted. Do not attack this man in his own office.
Yeah. not with a servitor.
Yeah, but he has a couple tablets and papers on his desk. He sits down at his desk and has you shut the door as you enter. And I'm guessing, Lucius, did you say you're standing outside?
Yeah, let's see outside and walk around a little bit.
Give me the data pad though.
All right, I'll give you that.
Okay.
Okay. So we go into his office. The tech priest waiting outside, and then we show him our object, and then I ask him if he knows
Whoa,
anything
he says.
about it. He has more.
So this is a live feed camera from the store vault. You bring up the camera, and that's when you realize it's still wrapped in the drapes, so it's just a pile of drapes on the camera.
Fucking idiot tech priest.
Like, you can't even blame me for that.
Basically, we acquired an object from Mr. Gojang, and we'd like to know if you have more. And I know that, I mean, obviously, being here, we know that he got it from you. And we'd like to acquire more of them if possible.
He says,
I hand the data pad over to Elroch.
And then I punch in some things on the data pad as if shutting down the camera feed.
all right, so you guys did show him the camera before you realized it was just the drapes, and he says, hold on a second. So I know about you guys destroying his manor, but you tell me that on top of the artifact, we'll call it, you also stole his drapes?
Yes.
Yes.
He laughs, and he thinks that's hilarious.
I hear the laughter outside the window. It's like, what the fuck?
He says,
I explain that I'm a refined woman and I have nice tastes.
okay. He says, yes, I can see that. You definitely keep interesting company.
It's
Is there a place to sit down in this?
Oh, yeah.
office?
He says, oh, forgive me. Yes, have a seat. Any of the chairs.
I was gonna start gripping my chest and have a seat.
Outside the office. so outside the office with the machinery and stuff. What kind of machines?
Okay, so,
Oh god, he's gonna molest the machinery while we're in
Shut your mouth. That was one time.
All right, just so the stream understands what I'm doing, because I'm talking between, like, a private conversation between Casey and I and Craig in Discord. What I've just done is I've sneakily kind of, because the opportunity presented itself for him to produce the data pad and show him the live camera feed to the guy that we have the artifact and his curtains. By handing it to me, I've punched in our current coordinates in the hive into the data pad for later transmission.
okay. As you look at the machinery, you see that it's pretty much all worthless. Like, there's maybe one or two pieces that could move crates, but this stuff's all rusted and, like, not maintained and just junk.
So the machinery is used to, like, move crates and stuff. That's about it.
Yeah, there's only a few of those that work, but yeah, that's basically all
Are
there
there
is.
any guards who are watching me right now?
The 12 guys are still in this room, and since the boss ain't here, they're kind of like just goofing off. But
All right,
they
so
are
now-
in the room.
So while they're goofing off, whatever, I want to use one of my vials of sacred unguents on one of the and I want to start saying whispering a prayer to the pretty much the machine spirits
Okay.
to the machinery.
All right. You do that.
Yes, I do.
Let's see here.
There's a method to my madness.
That's fine. So you guys are talking in Hawthorne's office, and you just brought up the artifact, and that you want leads on the other ones, and
And if he has any information about what specifically that one might do, that would also be pretty helpful.
he says, the Zeno artifacts, no, we don't really know what they do. We mainly just transfer them to collectors, such as yourselves. What they do is not our business. Lands was just very, very intrigued by it, and he came up with the price, and that was that. Deal closed. What happens to him afterwards is not my problem.
Fair enough.
He says, now, I don't have anything currently on hand, and he's looking at his pad and tapping it. He says, within a day, I should be getting something interesting. I haven't really gotten information on exactly what it is, but it is along the same lines.
Interesting.
During this time, I guess I'm done with my prayer and everything.
Mhm.
I'm gonna come into the office.
Okay. He stops talking when you open the door, and as soon as you shut it, he continues with what he said.
Okay.
And he says, so, what do you guys... you guys are obviously interested. I do not have any other parties ahead of you for dangerous things like this, just basic drugs, that type of stuff. And you guys look like you're not into those. So,
Well, we are in business necessary, I guess, of as you know, causing a little bit of a ruckus. Would you possibly have any items, we'll say, that we wouldn't normally find elsewhere that we could possibly get our hands on? In the meantime, obviously.
he says the only items I really have right now are a few basic weapons and the aforementioned drugs. I do not have anything along the level of what Lands bought from me until whatever it is coming in tomorrow comes in.
Right, no, I understand, but I mean, just to make this trip out here, getting shot and all, it kind of feels sad to leave empty-handed without something that I can show off to a few new friends and then subsequently murder them with.
So what are you actually trying to get him to sell you here?
Okay, being that he's a black market dealer and obviously has connections,
Mm-hmm.
what level of, I guess, not rarity, but what level of...
Yeah, Josh still going strong.
commonality would it be able to would he be able to procure? Would I be able to find here? Like rare, average, scarce?
He doesn't necessarily. I'm not going to give him like just a blank slate of anything rare, but
I gotta find the
what do you? If you can tell me what exactly you're looking for, I can.
well, I gotta find the page first.
Sure.
I'm actually looking for cybernetic parts.
I have like 4 copies of the core rule book open in different pages.
I want cybernetic parts. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Oh, here
Are
we
they
go.
actually in the book? Or are you just asking for like generic parts somewhere?
I don't know.
Let's see. Cybernetic enhancements. Let's look in the index real fast. While he's looking up the other thing.
Any eye enhancements? Actually, yeah, I'm looking for eye enhancements.
Page 180. Let's see.
I don't think they have dick enhancements, huh?
Jesus Christ.
What's the point of not having dick enhancements?
Okay, there is a table of cybernetics. I would probably let you roll for anything within reason because these are all at very least rare. So it's on page 182. I don't know.
I actually don't think I have the book on this because I had to reformat my machine. Hold on.
There's still a link to all of them in the Twitter chat.
Oh, is there? Sweet.
There is an I, but it's near unique, so he does not have that.
Yeah, I really want an Omniscope, but that is also near unique.
Yeah, near unique or actually unique are pretty much my discretion, and good. That's going to be hard to find.
So you said the eye is unique?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Damn it.
Here we go. Sorry. I got to find the page that the other way.
That's fine.
All right, here we go.
Let's see.
I wonder if he's got a targeter.
Targeter?
What?
Basically, it's a rare item, and if there's any penalty to a ballistic skill when using a ranged weapon with a targeter, it reduces it by 10.
I would probably let you roll for it.
It's on one. You said the cybernetics is on stage 1.
It's on 182 is the table. A roll for a rare item is -20 though.
Even for this guy?
It's fellowship, right?
It is influence. This guy is trusting you, so there's no negative to him. If he didn't trust you, it'd be worse.
There's
Just the rare amount, yeah. Like
Okay.
the chance that he has it.
I want a heavy flamer. It's
Is
just
that-
rare.
You said influence,
That's different.
right?
That's different from what you have. Yeah, influence.
Oh yeah, no. The flamer is a heavy, just a basic weapon.
He does not have a targeter.
Spray. The heavy flamer is a heavy weapon, dual flame spray. 1d10 plus 5, 4 penetration. It's a little bit better.
Is that also just rare?
Bigger clip. Yeah, it's only rare.
Oh, hey, random question.
Yeah.
How many man stopper bullets were on that dude?
I believe it was a clip. Bounty hunter. Yeah, it's one clip, so basically whatever.
So 20. Okay.
Yeah. I'll let you roll for the heavy flamer, but again, it's -20.
Still -20 on an influence roll?
This guy does have some rare stuff. Not necessarily what you're looking for, but he does have some rare stuff. More so than the regular shops you guys have been to.
Minus 17.
The 40K Mart and the War Mart.
Nope.
That's not a bad roll, though.
Does this guy have a bionic heart?
That would be very rare.
Oh no, he said rare. I can only do rare, right?
What's the
Yeah, pretty
modifier for an average
0.
item?
There is
Okay.
no modifier.
All right.
God damn it!
What were you rolling for?
I was rolling for a shit. What was it? I was rolling for a telescopic sight.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I'm gonna roll.
He says,
a
I'm
rare,
out of these
so
things you guys want. Jeez.
Do I? So you said I gotta roll what? Fellowship or influence?
Influence.
Influence.
All right.
And if it's
then
rare, it's -20.
If it's rare, it's -20.
Hello, Decay. Welcome to buying stuff.
That's what's up.
All right, yeah, he has that.
Bionic senses.
He says, yes, we can do business with your
All right, cool. So I'll take that.
bionics.
Would he be willing to trade like the chainsword I have?
He says, interesting. You rolled a 23 out of 13, so you want to trade in your flamer for the heavy flamer, is what you said. Or your
the
chainsword.
that I picked up off the guy.
What rating is a chainsword? Is that also common, or let's see?
It's average,
Average.
but I did roll a 23.
He says, can you throw in anything else? I'm willing to deal with you here, but I need just a little more than that.
God damn it! You.
Okay, we almost had someone turn to
this.
chaos.
I can throw in this Vox caster that didn't work.
Well, we almost had someone die, Decay. We didn't have anybody turn to chaos yet.
Yeah, I almost died. That were me.
Oh, goddamn bird.
Decayer's waiting for one of you to turn to chaos.
Huh?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's getting pretty close, I think.
What?
That one of us is gonna turn into chaos.
Yeah. So, are we going to wait for this artifact to come in, or do we just want to shut this operation down now?
No, don't. What?
Well, you know that an artifact's coming in. You don't know how or where.
Jesus Christ.
He's out of
Out of character.
Okay, yeah, we're waiting. We're gonna wait. We need to report back. I've already recorded coordinates for this area. We're gonna send those coordinates to the Inquisitor with all the information that we have, and hopefully she can just fucking space explode them. She's on a battle class, like it's a warship.
So
It's a smaller warship, but yes.
A small warship, yeah, like a destroyer.
Right.
So near unique is greater than rare, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't even know that you could roll that because that's, even if I allowed it, that's a negative 50.
Yeah, I don't have that.
This roll isn't for anything. I just want to see what a negative 50 roll looks like.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
You owe him.
You think you're tough shit? You think you're tough shit because you rolled that? Watch this. Bam.
Oh boy.
That.
I'll throw in my makeshift explosive collar.
He he takes a look at the collar and he says, "This is an interesting design."
Yeah, but listen, you want to see how much fun this thing can be?
Hey, I want to roll one more thing.
In what way is it fun? Go ahead.
Put this on. It's like
All
a
right.
little leash.
One
You
second.
hold on to one end of the string, and then you tell the other motherfucker to run. And when he does, poof.
Boom.
Right now, I got bionic senses.
He says,
And I'm gonna roll for one more, which is let's see.
"I'll let him roll
I don't
first."
even think I failed by a single degree. I didn't fail by a single degree of failure.
Well,
But
one failure is a failure, a degree failure, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but not like a second degree.
So
They didn't have it. Fuck.
no, he does not have it. He does not have that bionic. Stabsies, he looks at you and he says, "Oh, you're doing business with me on a fairly big buy. Give me the chainsword, give me the grenade collar, and I will do business with you."
But done.
All right.
I'm gonna ask some question now. By any chance, do you have any ships?
He says, "I do not deal in personal ships. No, I do not have any. All my deliveries are made via. Well, I don't really want to say how my deliveries are made."
Understandable.
That's probably wise.
Let's see. Anything else? Something interesting before I close this down? Okay, I'm gonna roll for I'm gonna roll for something else. Here we go. Minus 20. Definitely doesn't have that either. God damn it.
He says,
he doesn't have a static generator.
He says to you guys, so when this item of whatever it is, sorry, I can't give you more details on it. I don't even know. When it arrives tomorrow, would you like to wait for it to be delivered to me, or would you like to? I can send some of my men to the spaceport with you to do the transaction.
Yeah, we can do it at the spaceport. We can do it here. It doesn't matter.
Spaceport.
Whatever works best for you.
He says, no, you are the customer. I will make...
Let's do the spaceport.
Yeah, I'm on board for the spaceport.
He says, okay, we can do that. He says, the ship carrying the goods will be landing at platform... how the heck do I pronounce that? Tertius 9. Tertius.
Okay.
He says it will be arriving at... he checks his notepad and he says... it's a fairly early arrival, 9 a.m.
Okay.
I will have my men meet you there, and I will communicate with them through the communicators, and we shall discuss price that way, and they will collect it, and you can just take it right off the ship.
Hey,
Discreetly, of
thanks for the
course.
Obviously.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
And
Take care of yourself, Josh. Thanks for the stream.
he stands up, and he holds his hand out to shake with you guys.
Before I shake his hand, I want to ask him one more question.
Okay, we rewind to before he stands up.
I want to know if you have a signal jammer.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, is that also
you do
rare?
No, you
He
don't.
says, unfortunately, my signal jammers, I don't get many of them in, and the previous
Shake
one
your
was
hand,
purchased.
Mr.
Yeah, he stands up and he shakes all your hands, and he says, I will have Bartholomew out there escort you guys out of the tunnel, since your escort seems to have met an unfortunate fate.
I mean, it was unfortunate for him. It was fortunate for us.
Do we have another question? You
Yes.
seem like a man who's kind of in the know. Just out of curiosity, I hear that 2 servants from the house that I blew up survived. Do you know where those people can be located? Just out, again, curiosity.
I understand why you'd want to know, and usually I would make people pay for a fee for knowledge like this, but again, you guys are purchasing a rather high-quality item from me, so I consider this a gratuity. Yes, the 2 servants, actually 4 servants escaped the initial blast, but shortly after 2 of them succumbed to their wounds. 10 to 15 on the roll for them was basically you survive but die shortly after. So yes, 4 of them rolled under 15. So he says the 2 remaining ones went to a noble friend of the Hawthorne family. No, that is yes. And once they told their story to those nobles, they obviously hired some bounty hunters to come and get you. But unfortunately, I would imagine that the 2 servants are now in the service of the family friend, and you would have to basically blow up another noble house to get them.
So, who's this family friend?
Or I might be able to just catch them while they're running an errand or something.
Well, I don't know what you're going to do with the 2 of them, though, because they already told on you.
I'm gonna go knock on the door and just have a nice, friendly conversation.
I was just gonna snipe them from a distance.
That's not fun.
We will do the usual thing where I name them after somebody in the chat, since this is completely made up.
How about Decade? Decade is one of them.
Yes, that's exactly who I was going for.
What a perfect opportunity to kill Chaos.
It's a rather ironic noble family name, the House of Decay. They are down the street from the aforementioned noble, who is not even worth mentioning anymore.
Sounds delightful. Appreciate the information.
Yes, have a pleasant rest of your day, and my men will see you at the spaceport tomorrow.
Sounds
Absolutely.
awesome.
And he yells out in the, Bartholomew! Escort them out! Yes, it's your turn.
All right.
Hey, Sophia.
I'm gonna slap this giant fucking flamer pack on my back and get ready to make the long trudge home with.
And
Yes.
I'm going to take my brand new shiny, what's it called? Bionic senses.
Are you able to actually put them in while you're walking?
No, I'm gonna do it when I get to the
Okay.
overnight.
All right.
So where are you guys planning on heading back to our storage unit or whatever?
I'm gonna head over to a nobleman's house and ask them about vacating a certain premises.
I don't think that's wise.
Not just yet.
Fine,
So-
we'll head back.
How about you guys go do whatever else you need to do, and I can go scope out the place. You know, because I'm a professional
Well,
assassin. and
Actually,
all.
I'm gonna head back to the place and start working on my self surgery.
All right. Well, Bartholomew, regardless, safely leads you through the tunnel, and he doesn't look happy that he has to escort people. Like he said, it's his turn, but he gets you there, and he says, "Have a nice evening," and he turns around and heads back.
I
so
say
you got-
please be
Polite
fun.
gentleman.
I tell him to be safe on the way back.
He
Decay's in my chat now. Oh, bow the boy. Skulls for the skull throne.
Oh, God.
He really
Skulls
wants
for the
some
skull
killing.
throne. Yeah, he's in my chat now.
All right, so I think I would like to go scope out our this house of decay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go put some salve on this fucking hole I have in my chest.
Yeah, he's gonna go heal, and I'll find somewhere that has a good vantage point and just kind of hide and watch.
All right. So what I'm going to do with the House of Decay is I have this 20-sided dice in my hand, and I'm going to roll it. And however high this is going to be how nice this House of Decay place is. Because I don't want to
Yeah,
just come up
like
with something
poop.
on... Yeah, if it rolls like a 1, that's going to be kind of funny. All right. I rolled a 17. So you guys... well, not you guys. Just... well,
Hikari.
Yeah, Hikari's by herself. So Hikari goes and she goes to nearby where she goes back to the house that was destroyed basically because he said that was the starting point for like where he said that they were, and he does see that it's why do I keep saying he? I know it's a girl. She does see that it is the house is fully gone. Not much has been done to the rubble or nothing yet. It is roped off. And she starts checking out, because it's fairly late now. Nobody's really in this area on the street. It's the noble area. Nobody hangs out on the street. She eventually does find a house that is marked for the House of Decay. It's a pretty nice house. It's a 17 out of 20, she would rate it. As she scopes it out, she sees it's about a 3-story manor. It does look like it has some amount of servants in it. Just guessing from how many she sees walk by the windows, she would say that there's probably around 15-ish. She does see that there are some noblemen in there, noble women too. She would guess that the family is about a size of 7. So all in all, she's going to guess that there's roughly mid-20 amount of people in there.
Can we spot any servants who look like they may be
Charred.
nursing injuries?
You do see a room that looks like it's kind of set up as a... I don't want to say it's like a hospital room, but it's obviously set up to treat any like wounds. You can see through the window. The curtains aren't like closed. You can see that there's like medicine in there and monitors. And you do see what looks like 2 people in there being treated for some wounds. And you do see one of the nobles in there. It looks like he's talking to him.
Okay. I want to find a place with a good vantage point and view into the window that has something I can like kind of stealth behind and just
Okay.
kind of watch.
You do see that the building across from it is actually It's actually a familiar place. It's the Emperor's soft bed.
Well, shit.
So
Well,
you,
I don't need to go in. I just have to get up to the top.
there is a fire escape on the side. It's
Yep.
it's a mid to high ranged inn, and that might be partially the reason why you guys weren't able to get like too much attention when you went in, because at least one of you is not noble born.
Yep. Fucking
Okay.
tech.
You
I will
slightly go fuck yourself.
I will say that you were able to climb the fire escape. You're not completely lined up with the window, but you can still see in it.
I've got a good vantage point.
You're a little crooked on it, but yeah, you can see in there.
That's
Okay.
what she said.
And can anyone see me from where I am?
It's about 6 p.m. The sun has gone down. They would have to have night vision to really see you that well. The streets are not too well lit at night.
Okay, perfect. So I feel like our best course of my best course of action here is just kind of watch the room and wait for a good opportunity to perhaps take them out.
Okay. You do
You said
see
they're
them.
still speaking with nobles right now.
They were speaking with a
When I
noble.
first saw them, yeah.
It's too bad you don't have any way to listen to them.
Yeah.
So eventually, though, the noble does leave, and it looks like the nurse puts them in their bed for the night.
Mm-hmm.
And that does obstruct your view a little bit with them lying down, and then she does draw the curtain.
Okay.
And the lights go out in the room.
All right.
Casey, can I point out just for a second the irony of the situation?
Yes. Oh no, absolutely.
That you are now in an active mission to murder two people who you tried to save previously.
Yeah.
Well,
Not for the same reasons, though. Not for the same reasons, because isn't
No.
it? Wouldn't it be because that they basically reported on
because
us?
they identified us, yeah.
Right. Not because they're tainted by
And
Xeno's
could-
technology.
and could now potentially
Dang,
identify
Decay.
us.
They're
to
doing some
authorities.
evil stuff here. I thought you'd be into it.
Like I said, I don't kill unnecessarily. But in this instance, to advance our interests, they unfortunately have to die.
Yeah. That's how it works.
Not in the service of the Emperor, not to protect the masses of people in this hive, but because they might identify us. They must now die.
Well, since we are in the service of the Emperor, and they might hinder that.
Damn it, that could have been a thing before, too. It could have been, though. It wasn't a definite for you. Do you
No.
deal in definites?
You are named Decay. I mean,
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there are two of them in the beds. We're gonna.
the curtains
Try-
are drawn, so you don't really have a eyesight vision of them.
Yeah, but I've been there for long enough that I probably remember where the beds are.
Right.
Do you have a grapnel in line?
No.
No, never mind then. Could scale that side of that thing, get inside that place, and just fucking stab them.
Nah. That's inelegant.
That's inelegant.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you could do it this way. Let's say that you
So we still have the earpieces in. So I'm at this point, I have my scope on the window, and then I let you know that I've located them. And what do we want to do about them?
you
I
could.
don't care. I'm gonna spend the rest of my night just installing my new part.
You don't want to try. You have stealth, right, as an ability.
I do have stealth.
You don't want to try and sneak in, and then,
I don't have any. For some reason, I don't have any quiet weapons.
you don't have like a melee weapon.
No.
I thought you had a katana or something.
No, he gave me a sniper rifle and an auto pistol.
Jeez, just because the name's Hikari.
Right. It's racist.
It was in this picture, I think, that I saw it.
No, that's her holding her sniper rifle.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe it's just a little bit of racism. I mean, I don't have any quiet weapons. I could just run to the War Mart and pick up some fucking a mono knife or something.
Actually, that might. Is there anywhere in the area where I could quickly acquire? something like that?
Oh yeah, I mean, Walmarts are everywhere, even in the Richie areas. It's the 40K marts that aren't everywhere. They're more scarce, but
Yeah.
which is weird because they're crappier.
They're on the brink of collapse.
Yeah.
All right, give me a second, and I'll figure out what I want to get. So I'm gonna go get some sort of weapon here to deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually going to take this time to send a report to our Lady Inquisitor.
All right, how much you telling her?
Well, I'm going to tell her because Crazy Robot Man's not paying attention, other guy's not here. I'm going to tell her everything.
Okay, you tell her
Because
everything.
I am a zealot.
I mean, I told her everything from this morning.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't ask anything that you guys would probably be suspicious of. Although last game you guys were extremely suspicious, and you held back a lot.
Shady as fuck.
Yeah, it was just weird that it just got delivered. But all right, so here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna basically give her a full report. Met with what's his face,
Zax Holthane,
Zax
yeah.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I forget. Is it Zax? Yeah.
Yeah,
Met with Zax, blah blah blah, in his little fucking bunker. Here are the coordinates of this, in case space bombardment want to take out lower section of the hive that nobody's ever gonna miss. It's all coming through Port Guira or whatever it is.
Gyre, Gyre, yeah.
Gyra.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all coming through Port Gyre. All of the boxes in this, I guess, I don't know what you would call it, like a nest or a facility, some sort of warehouse that this guy is inhabiting with his men. I'll give reports on well, I guess it wouldn't be troops, but like a head count of how many people he has in there in case she wants to go in with a team.
Okay.
Combat servitor in his office, blah, 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 blah.
All right.
And then letting her know that we have 2 survivors left from the noble purge for lands. They are en route to be taken care of, apparently.
Okay.
Also, I'm bleeding from the chest.
Waiting for my chest.
Also, ow.
Question,
Yeah, also, ow.
Where in the player's handbook would be like toxins or poisons or something?
They are under chems.
Chems, okay. Because I'm looking in the glossary and I'm just like, none of this looks like.
But I mean, if you get a poison, you just get a poison. You can honestly.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to find in the.
There's nothing in the chem section. I was looking at the chem section. Then there's nothing in there that would be readily available at like a store that would cause any kind of death effect.
Do you have any
Hey, you got any kill you instantly shit? Get me some rat poison, maybe? I don't know. What do you got?
Well, this place
Cyanide
obviously does have a rat problem.
pills? Yeah, obviously.
I kind of want to make robotic rats. Is it anybody else?
Those kind of exist.
I'm also going to give her a time and a place for the meeting that's supposed to go down tomorrow for additional alien artifacts.
Okay.
And would highly suggest that she be there to kind of interrupt said,
Okay.
or wire transfer some funds to us so we can buy more alien artifacts.
Oh god.
Well,
Right.
I mean, they're either going in or somebody else's. Let's be honest.
All right, that is honest.
Okay, I'm gonna first go find somewhere where I can acquire some sort of bladed weapon,
Just
just like a knife.
here's what you want: a man-portable missile launcher.
That's not what I want at all.
Okay.
Not even remotely. Actually, I lied. I kind of want that now.
Actually, fuck it. I don't even need a weapon. I can just go in there and smother them with the pillows.
Oh well, yeah, you could if you want to.
All right, I think that's my plan of attack.
Okay.
Why don't you just?
So
Why don't you?
I
Just
don't have like a grapple hook, but I'm assuming that this building has like outcroppings and everything, and I'm really
Right,
skilled
There's no fence around the building. Nobles don't really think they need it. They think it's gaudy.
yeah.
You are able to walk up to the building fairly stealthily at night. You are going to have to make a check to climb the outside, though. They were on the second floor. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Yeah, there. You know what window it is. You know it's on the second floor. You're going to have to make an acrobatics or athletics check.
All right.
Just go in with a fucking melta gun and blast him into fucking
Decay,
slime.
this is Dark Heresy
Barely.
2nd edition.
But I made it.
Wow, yeah, that's you don't get any closer than that. 1 degree success. You are able to climb up to that window. So you've got to kind of silently open it. You were able to do that. I'm not going to make you roll to open the window quietly. You do see you push past the curtains a little bit just to peek in, and you do see that they do look like they're asleep. You are going to have to make a stealth check, and I will give you a bonus of plus 10 since they're asleep.
Oh, wow. He is the stealthiest motherfucker.
The ants on the floor don't even notice you.
Okay.
There's no ants on the
Ants
floor.
on the floor and a
No, no, that was just an expression. So you're able to.
even-
So I'm looking around for like an extra pillow or a thick blanket or something.
There are some pillows. There are also some. This is like I said, it's a makeshift kind of nurse's office type thing. There are sharp objects.
Ooh, are there like scalpels or something like that?
You do quietly dig through the drawer. I'm not going to make you roll stealth again because that was so good. And you do find a scalpel.
Why don't
Okay.
you just put like a Why don't you just put like air bubbles in their fucking IV tubes or some shit?
Are they on IVs?
No, they're not on IVs.
Oh, and then just
Plus-
straight with your hands.
They were only moderately injured. They're just one of them looks like it has a broken arm. The other one looks like a broken leg. A bunch of bruises. A couple burns.
Plus, I kind of want to send a message to the nobles to scare them, so leaving a bloody mess in the room seems like that.
Yeah.
Craig's like, yeah, one had a broken arm, the other one had. This one has a knife wound.
So I think what I'm gonna do is she's gonna grab the scalpel,
Okay.
and then we're gonna slit their throats while they sleep.
All right. I mean, I could make you do an attack roll with a huge bonus, but I'm going to say this is a coup de grace like in D&D because they're passed out and it's not like they have a ton of hit points. They're just regular people.
They're passed out. They don't have a ton of hit points, and a scalpel slicing their throat effectively also means that they can't.
Right. You do not have to roll for this. You are completely successful in doing so. And if you want to describe it, you may go ahead and do so.
I mean, it's not. We go over to the first one, and we just kind of plunge the scalpel into the jugular on one side and very quickly slice across the entire length of the entire throat.
All right. You also hold them down while you do this. They do.
Hand over mouth and nose when the blade goes in.
They do kind of gurgle and spasm, but that is a very quick death. Yes.
Yep.
You go over to the other one, you see that they have a tattoo that just says like daughter and a heart.
Aww.
Oh,
That's too
Rip.
bad. we're gonna do the same thing to this guy.
All right, yeah, same thing.
And,
All right, they are both dead.
Cut the tattoo off of his arm and keep it.
You cut the fucking tattoo off and you smear it on the wall.
You cut that tattoo off, and you put another tattoo, and it just says orphan.
Oh
Uh,
man.
No, we're there now that they're both dead. I'm gonna pocket the scalpel because that could be useful,
Okay, sure.
and then I'm gonna make my way out of the room and back down.
All right, you're able to get down the same way you came up, no trouble.
This
Yeah.
motherfucker's playing BDO right now too.
No, I'm just turning my game on. Thank you very much.
All right, so having completed that job, he heads back to the store vault, room 132, with the rest of you.
My hands might be a little bloody.
I'm not going to judge. I'm just going to be sitting here as my personal surgeon.
I'm gonna type on the data pad, send to the Inquisitor. Liability is taken care of.
All right. Is that the end?
That is the end of the day. You do not get any responses from the Inquisitor tonight.
Okay.
And is that where you guys would like to stop for the day?
Yeah, let's do that. That's 2 hours. Let's get up.
Yeah, it seems fine.
All right. Well, the next day you have a ship to catch with something on board that you actually don't really know what it is, just that it's related to the artifact that you already found.
Gotcha.
Alright. Now we get to do experience.
That is correct. Let me just double check my notes here.
Where we put levels in.
You know what? I'm kind of wishing I had made a psychic person.
A psyker? Oh god.
Psychers, yeah. Okay, so grand total, you each have 900 more experience points.
How many?
900.
900. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that brings us just shy of 2,000. Oh, I can't change my experience.
You can always, well, you might have to tell it you have more now. I don't know.
Oh, so that's what oh,
There we go. Yeah, okay, so you have to fill in the total,
yeah.
not the XP to spend.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess I'll put mine as in tech use. I'll put 900 in tech use.
Advancements. XP to spend. Oh, I can't modify that.
You have to add. You have to tell it you have more now.
Where?
Where was that?
Oh, here we
Stabsies?
go. The corruption track and the mutations, and
It's giving me like a no signal over the XP to spend. Oh wait, I see. Never mind. Got it.
Yeah, you have to tell it you have more total.
I'm an idiot. Okay. So I'd already spent 1,000. So let me mark that down. And then
Yep, I now have full security and full tech use. Boom.
All right.
Advancements is in the core or a
You cut off. What did you say?
are advancements in the core rulebook or
They are in the core rulebook. Yeah. What page was that under?
Pyramid, Inquisition, Skill Sector, Game Master.
I think it starts on 94.
Using skills, special skills, skill descriptions. Oh, elite advances right here.
how do we spend to increase like ballistic skill or something like that?
Yeah, we need to find this in the book again. Where's that chart at?
Oh, characteristic advances. Got it.
Yeah, there it is.
What page is that on?
That is on page 80.
That was close. Damn. Yeah, that's it. Yep, there's all the tables for that.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna spend 100 experience points to add. Actually, I'm gonna spend 250 to add.
Okay,
plus
Decay.
10 to my ballistic
Thanks for
skill
stopping in. Have fun.
and go
Sleeping.
up to a 44.
This is not what I want, but let's see.
Well, I mean, you can always save your experience.
Well,
Yeah, but I need to get ballistic skill up there so that I can take a particular talent that I want.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds
need.
like-
So hold on.
So, I mean, how many points do you need to increase a characteristic?
It depends on your aptitudes. So if you look at like on page, let's see. It's,
Well, my aptitudes are tech and willpower, intelligence.
okay, so you know what those are. So you look at the skills like acrobatics, athletics, awareness, charm, command, commerce, common lore, deceive, dodge, blah 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 blah. So it'll tell you what the aptitudes are for that. And then at the bottom of that page, it'll say, based on these aptitudes, if you have two matching, tier 1 upgrade 200 experience, tier 3 is 300 experience, tier 4 is
Right,
400.
no, I did that part because I just put all my points in tech use, but
Okay.
like I want but can you build up your basic characteristic skills? Like right now my willpower is 37. Can I increase that?
I know you can increase ballistic and weapon skills. I don't know about your other stats.
Gotcha. Okay.
I don't think
And
you
how much do you
can.
take to increase ballistic and weapons?
You can increase them. It's on table 2-3 on page 80.
Page 80?
Page 80, tables 2-2 and 2-3. You can increase any of the weapon skill, ballistic, strength, toughness, agility, intelligence, perception, willpower, fellowship. They're all there.
I don't see what you're talking about. In skills?
Or not in skills. He was asking about like the characteristics, like the basic
Yeah.
numbers.
Well, like if I wanted to increase my willpower by 1, how much points do I need for that?
Well, have you increased it at all? Because it'd probably be at
No,
the
my
lowest
willpower is
level.
the same from when we first started.
Oh, right here. Okay.
So let's see. No, you haven't.
So I have 100 experience points left right now.
So if you look at your characteristics on your character sheet, you see that down arrow underneath them. Click that, and that's basically what you're buying is those plus modifiers. So if you buy the simple one, it would be a +5. That'd be the first step, and it would either cost 100, 250, or 500 experience, depending on
Okay.
how many
And what does
aptitudes
give you a
have.
bonus to?
So I'll just use my last 100 to get me a simple for willpower. Got it.
Okay. And yeah, that would take you up to a a 4 for your.
What says 5?
I mean, for your bonus trait, because it's just the 10 number. So instead of a 3 +3, it'd be a +4 now.
So you add 5 for each.
Well, you just do the drop down menu and it automatically adds it whenever you use it.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
it tells me simple +5. So
Okay.
Yep.
cool.
I need to find another kind of skill that I have to pick up, and that is weapons training.
Okay.
All right.
All right, I just picked up marksman. Marksman is great. I no longer suffer penalties for making ballistic skill tests at long or extreme.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So basically, any shot is at least standard range.
That sounds decent.
Yes, it does.
All right. So that was fun. I mean, too bad the chaos didn't break out.
I mean, you guys got hunted by some bounty hunters. That was chaotic.
You know, no one died. I was tempted on.
Did we happen to take the bounty hunter license?
Yeah.
Nobody said they did.
No, we didn't.
Shit.
Well, I mean, the bounty hunter license is basically has like their face on it and their like biometrics, so you couldn't exactly just use it as yours.
No, but we could have counterfeited it.
Yeah. You could always seek out the like bounty hunters guild or whatever's in this universe and try to apply.
All right, guys. Well, I definitely had fun as always.
When's the next good date? I'm guessing next week sometime, right?
Just let me know whenever you guys decide on. I'm good on evenings, always evenings.
Okay. My schedule's going to start to get hectic here, but I can probably make it work.
Cool.
But, all right, guys. Thank you for playing. I hope you all had fun. And
As always.
I will see you guys next time.
Had a good
I'll
time.
see you next
It's all
time.
right.
Next bat time, next bat channel.
And
I don't know, Mitch. I don't know why Casey isn't streaming.
if everything goes according to my writing Don's here, there should be a lot happening next time.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully shit gets to hit the fan. Like,
Oh, yeah. But I will see you guys then.
all right,
all
man,
right.
take care.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy.
All right. So wrapping this up, you guys, anybody remaining in chat, saw that they basically, surprisingly, were able to negotiate a deal. I thought for sure that they'd go in guns blazing, but they kept it on the down low. The Inquisitor will be happy with that. They sent in a report to the Inquisitor. We'll see. But apparently a lot's going to happen next time if that ship arrives and stuff comes out of that ship that they're not maybe expecting. We'll see. But yeah, thanks all for tuning in. We'll be back next time with more Warhammer 40K Dark Heresy 2nd edition, out of print because they lost the license. They actually did lose the license. They're not making these books anymore. So yeah, if you're interested in these books, you better go buy them while they're available. But see you guys next time.